Good morning from Sweden. So this is the 4th of April 2026 and this is today's I Ching reflection. My name is Hannah. So we're starting by rooting down in the surface below, bringing ourselves into this present moment, leaving the past in the past and the future in the future. There is only now, okay? And we're doing this by doing 3 cleansing breaths. But first we need to ensure that we have a good posture. So sit down. It'd be good if you can sit down. But even if you're walking or lying down, stretch. If you're lying down, stretch out. Lying on your back and on your side, okay? If you're sitting down on a chair, place your feet on the floor beneath you, connecting to the surface fully with the feet. Feeling the weight from your seat, connecting to the surface below. And you're breathing in and out through the nose, into the stomach. And this is not a force from above. It's actually using the diaphragm and the muscles around your rib cage and your lower abdomen to help pull in the air. Doing this, we're softening those muscles as well with the breath. And breathing like this creates a small wave-like movement in your spine. So as you breathe in, the spine rises towards the sky. And as you breathe out, you become heavier and heavier towards the surface below, connecting to Mother Earth below. But you are not collapsing. The spine is not collapsing, okay? These are just micro movements. And as you breathe in, the spine rises into the base of your skull, causing your chin to tip inwards towards your chest. But again, this is not any force in this. It's just a micro movement. Crown point towards the sky, connecting to the universe above. And now we're going to do 3 cleansing breaths. So we're starting by emptying our lungs fully. And then we're breathing in through the nose into the stomach, filling the lungs from below all the way up. Stomach, midsection, all the way up. And then as we breathe out, we're breathing out through a pinhole through our lips, like you're blowing out through a straw. And then breathe in through the nose, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top. Breathing in fresh chi, fresh air. And breathing out through a pinhole through your lips. And this resistance is actually helping the central nervous system to switch from the sympathetic nervous system, which is a very active side, to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest side, helping you calm down. And now we're going to take the last cleansing breath, emptying the lungs out, and then breathe in through the nose, filling the lungs with the present moment here, what's here and now. And breathe out the past and the future. Continue breathing in and out through your nose. Normal breathing into the stomach. So I will draw the hexagram. You continue just focusing on your breath. So how are the energies around us and how do we best navigate them in order to have the best and smoothest day forward? So we're starting with the inner. So heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, wood, mountain, lake. So we got fire. Fire is coming back to us again today. The fire without yesterday, we have fire within today. Li, Let's check the outer. Heaven, earth, fire, water, thunder, windward, mountain, lake. So that's wood or wind, Sun above. So that's gentle movement. But it's action, okay? And then let's find the changing line and where we are specifically in the process of this diagram. Initial 9, oops, the first, right at the beginning. And then, so that means we have mountain below and wind above. So stillness within, gentle movement without. Again, Sun. And then let's have a look at what's hidden. What is affecting us? What is the cause? What's the source, really? What's going on within us? So, yin yang, so we've got water below. Okay. And fire above, which is not yet fulfilled, I know, which is fire above water. So let's look at we've got wind and wind, which was talking about gentle movement, and that is without. So wind right now, so we have a gentle movement, we are changing. And if you look at wind, this one is wind and wood, and both wind and wood are gentle movements. Okay, of course you can have a full storm, but that's what this is not speaking about this. But wind is sort of scattering, but wood is if it's solid, like grounded, if it's like grown just as deeply as it's growing high like a tree, then doesn't matter how much storm it is, it will still stand. It won't be uprooted, right? And then below, within, so we have this fire. So we have seeing within clearly. So we have this vision, which is brightness, like fire brings brightness. It brings warmth, allowing us to see clearly and making us feel like safe around the earth, like at night, right? Bringing brightness. Let's have a look at the hexagrams we do have. So we have Li above, Sun above Li, which is 37. And then we have Sun above Gen, which is Gen, which is 53. And then I think this one, Li Kan, is 64. Li Kan, 64, which is the last hexagram in the I Ching. It is not yet fulfilled. Which is speaking about the beginning of a cycle, right? So the hexagram before is the already fulfilled, will come to the end, right? And then we're starting, not yet fulfilled, which is the beginning, is right at the end. It's talking about how things are interlinked, right? Everything is like a wave or a circle movement. Things will change, or like a wave movement. It's endless, like yin and yang. Yin will turn into yang, and yang will turn into yin. So, and we've come, so therefore the beginning is at the end. The absolute beginning of the end, the absolute beginning is the end, right? And the end is the beginning, is the beginning of the beginning. Right? That sounded very confusing. Now let's see, 37. I hope it did make sense. So 37 is household. Speaking of family and safety, it's like the safety around the hearth, right? At the household. There's fire within. let's have a look. It's Konjaren. I've stopped apologizing for my pronunciation. It is terrible. It is what it is, but there is no disrespect there at all. It's just me who cannot speak Chinese. Let's have a look. 53. Developing gratitude. This is a beautiful reading, I think. Wood. So, speaking about growing. Wood is about growth and expansion. And let's have a look. 64 is the earth. It's fires, of course, fire. Fire within. So, this hidden, the cause is what's going on within. Okay, so we've got fire within. It's this initial sparks. We've got this fire. So within, we are actually starting this journey, not just fulfilled, but it means we really fully stepped into this new cycle of our life. Okay, so, but then let's move it into the present moment, which is household. And we've come to it could feel like it's a bit of a standstill. But it is not. Okay, it's a safe space to start creating, and then so one who is injured abroad is sure to return home. Thus, after brilliance, injured household follows. Yeah, so keep on coming back to this, right? We have gone through a lot of things, but we have actually left this behind now. There might be some residual energies, but yesterday I was talking about eliminating what's within. And it's like this process of leaving the past behind, or what past patterns, or all these kind of things is sort of happening almost automatically within, because if we practice this so much, this becomes something that the subconscious is working with. Although we must still remain vigilant. I'm not saying that, right? We can't just go, oh, it's all happening. But because we've moved forward a little bit, and we're becoming more and more aware on the out, right? We're catching ourselves more frequently when we are falling into all patterns and all behaviors. It means that we are within this, what's going on within, it's allowed to happen, right? Okay. This is now allowed us to sort of stepping into this new cycle, and we're doing this more confidently. But right now we have returned home, and returning home is like it could be like an out without space. You might have gone back to your childhood home, like me. Now I'm actually staying with my parents here for this week before I'm heading off to Portugal again. But it's like a safety place, and it might be you just collecting yourself within, and then allowing yourself to sit around the hearth to see clearly within, right? So you're seeing and giving you space to look clearly, and this is coming from within. Okay. And then, but there is action without. So we're not sitting still and doing nothing. There is like a gentle movement. So let's have a look at this. So household, favorable for a woman to be steadfast and upright. So this hexagram is speaking about mutual respect and mutual love to create harmony within a household. And a household could be anything, right? From all the way from within, like you having a mutual expectant and for yourself, like having respect for yourself and acting in proper timing and listening to your soul's, heart, not just rushing forward like, and doing things without listening to your inner voice. But it could also be your family that you live with, or it could be a company you work for, or a company you run, or it could be government of a country, or it could be just the whole world, like a household. It's like all these are just different sizes of the same thing, right? And this is quite speaking about the importance of creating harmony all the way from the smallest smallest collection, right, which is just you, right, into like every situation, every grouping that you are within, right? And also if we're creating harmony at the lowest level, or like at the not lowest level, but the smallest collection, right, within a household, and if there's like harmony within household all around us, right, then this will spread to the society as whole. And this is speaking about, yes, we need to start with ourselves to have harmony. So we are also being encouraged here that we are doing really well. This is the situation that we are in at the moment. We are in a harmonious situation, and we should make the best out of it. And then and also at the same time, as we are making sure that we are moving forward in what we are doing, we should also help others and help to make sure that there is harmony all around us. You know, we're saying, do not become selfish in this. Sometimes it feels like we don't have enough time, or very often it does, especially if you're setting up a new venture, or you're changing a direction or anything. We feel like, oh, I haven't got time because I've got to help all these people as well. But then by helping other people, you are actually being helped yourself. So we're talking about so this hexagram a lot, and that in a way I feel like this guidance we're getting right now is to be very careful with our time, to plan things out and do a little bit here, but have our focus fully on what we are doing. So now we are helping somebody for during this time, but we're also making sure that we're taking time where we can create what we want to create as well. You know, and to have this harmonious interaction with ourselves and the world around us, okay? So look at the bottom line here. Initial 9, take precautions within a household, regret vanishes. Before any change of will has happened, take precautions within a household. So this is about the guidance that I think we should always take with us, right? So although say everything is very harmonious right now, or maybe, you know, you have a very, very good life right now, but don't become lazy, right? So continue working. Of course, take time off and rest. Like, we need rest as well in order to have the strength. We need to do that. But also we shouldn't stop and become too lazy and not doing the things that we need to do because everything is working out fine now. And also maybe you've got lots of money coming in at the moment and everything is easy, but then you need to put spend some of that money and live a good life. Yes, definitely do that, and invest in your future as well. Think about that. Okay, so what do I need to do in order to build this for my future? So invest time and then save some money as well. So because times always changes. They do. So there will be a time forward, maybe when you're not earning so much money, but then you put some aside, okay? So then you have it. And then also, if you want to move a movement forward, you need to invest in that as well. So finding this balance, this harmony in the situation that you are. So let's have a look at developing gradually, which is what we're moving into, which is 53. And developing gradually is speaking about exactly what I mentioned before. It's like a tree that grows upwards. Like you got first a little seed, little tiny seed, and then it sprouts and it starts growing upwards, right? But if it doesn't grow downwards just as much, you know, with the roots spreading and going deep into the ground, then it's not going to be very stable. So it needs to develop gradually. If we're forcing a tree to grow too fast, maybe bringing too much nourishment and too much, then it's not going to be stable. As soon as there's a little storm, it will topple over and it will rip out all the roots, and then that tree will be gone, right? But if we're allowing it and nurturing it slowly, then it will build stability at the same time as we are growing this new. And this is what we are being asked to do now, okay? Don't rush forward. Don't rush forward, but we are making movement. So the wind here is speaking about gentle movement, right? We are that, but we need to stabilize as well. We need to make sure that whatever we are creating is also grounded, so it becomes something that we can take with us into the future, right? It's something that lasts and then can weather some storms as well. So this, what we are building right now, we are taking with us. This is our soul's purpose. This is our, what our heart is calling for. And then we must make sure it's got some deep roots into Mother Earth, so that it will last for a long, long time, okay? So this was the reading for today. We have fully stepped into this new cycle and being guided to create harmony with everyone around us, at the same time as we are creating for ourselves. Planning a time wisely so that we can help others, but also make sure that we are working and creating this, what our soul purpose is. And then also that we are taking wise steps and making sure we are grounding what we are creating deep into this, creating something solid that will last for a long time and can weather many storms ahead, because this is what we are taking with us into the future. I hope this reading was of benefit for you, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day ahead.